Okay, I would like you to look at this video that I'm about to play. I would like you to listen and see those that will praise, those people that will praise that they are the best. I want you to see the story about Elon Musk. Elon Musk, if I'm correct, the artificial, that man that we all talk about. I want you to see that video. It is not my video. I give the credit to Ashley. It's not mine, but listen to it. And as the listen and watch, I want you to be very careful. We are in the end time. God bless you.
Could Elon be the false prophet that you and I read about in the book of Revelation? And is it a possibility that we are watching the beast system get set up in real time? I'm going to start by playing a couple clips from the testimony of Elon's childhood babysitter. She actually lived across the street from Elon, and her mother was deep in the occult, and so she became kind of a slave in that system. Her mother was good friends with Elon's mother, who is a well-known Satanist. Now, I had actually never seen this clip in its entirety until this morning. And now that I have watched it in full, listened to what she said happened, and listened to what she was actually told about Elon, it is my personal opinion that Elon is the false prophet, and we are watching the beast system get set up right in front of our eyes.
I was babysitting him, and May had a lot of ancient artifacts and stuff. He didn't have any normal toys, and he would set him up in a certain way, like a little Stonehenge on his bed, and his room was dark. It's always dark in there. You set them up in a certain way, and when a little kid's sneaking and you still see that they're sneaking and they're trying to be sneaky and you think it's cute. You know what I mean? They're trying to hide something, but they're cookie. It's kind of being like that happy, but it was wicked. And he said, "Call me Moon." I said, "Moon, come play with my friends." He's so excited. It peeked in the door. It was wrong in there, and it was like there was something happening. I don't know the language to describe it, but
And how old would he be at this point in time?
By the record, he would be 7 or 8. And he was jumping up and down.
So he was able to open up a Stargate in his room.
Whatever you want to call it. It was a different dimension.
Yeah, a portal. Well,
he was being lifted and was being sucked in. I know this sounds ridiculous, but my aunt told me, don't let nothing happen to that effing little kid. The way she said it, I said, "Why?" And she goes, "He's going to rule the world someday." And I'm like, "What? Him? What do you mean? Why?" And she said, "Don't you know nothing? They're the Illuminati." I was being sucked in and sucked down, and I had his little arm. And it was weird because there was no bottom. And there were these creatures in there. And they were giant, and they were semi-shaped like humans. They were glorious. They weren't like Smeagol's or any creepy little demon dudes. They were like beautiful, ancient creatures that moved in a different time, and they were giant. And they had a different head. There was a bird head and a cat head and a jackal head. And I would compare them because I'm not super educated to Egyptian type of things. They weren't on my side. I'm on Team Jesus. But I was told not to say that name over there. And
of course not, because they would flee.
My aunt told me never to say that name over there. They don't want to hear Jack Black about your Jesus. So we're coming down in there. One of them grabbed me by the throat, and I closed my eyes, and I had him. And I was tiny, like a little rag doll compared to it. And it was holding me up like that. And I cried out. I felt like I couldn't talk. And I cried out, "Jesus, save me." And it stopped, and we flew back. And we flew out of there, and I still had him. Had his little arm. And we flew back, and we rolled out of his room. And I stopped, and we grabbed the ground. And I was I just felt dizzy. And I looked up at him, and he looked up at me, and we're on the ground, we're looking at a bug. And he looked up at me, and he goes, "Moon, why are you not like my friends?" And I said, "Well, it's scary in your room, Elon. It's dark." Well, they started calling him Elon later. They switched his name. And I remember the difference. So he tried to feed me to his friends, and he knew exactly what he was doing because he called me to come play with his friends. I've been so embarrassed to say it out loud that everybody would laugh at me or lock me up. I only told my aunt. And then I asked one of my the head mother of the Santeria, said, "Is he the Antichrist?" And she didn't blink. She said, "No, but he will present the mark. And when you see him do that, the stage will be dead."
He said that?
He said that.
He is driven by demons. Biographer Walter Isaacson on Elon Musk. He spent 2 years with Elon, and he said he felt the demonic presence. It is no coincidence that this man has come out only recently and has stepped into center stage into the spotlight. Now, Elon came out recently and said that he is dark MAGA. Let's look at what this actually means. Here's the hierarchy in the Church of Satan. MAGA. 5th degree. We all know that the false prophet will be a religious figure. 3rd through 5th degrees are all members of the priesthood of Mendes, and individuals with these titles may be called reverend. These are the individuals who act as spokespersons for the philosophy of the Church of Satan, which include titles of MAGA. Just a reminder to everybody of his costume one year.
And with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Didn't work out.
Just a few short years ago, Elon was warning the entire world of the dangers of AI. And now his AI is building the world's largest supercomputer in Memphis, where he says our new God will come from.
We got the XAI data center or supercomputer center training from beginning installation to start of training in 19 days, which is the fastest that anyone has ever gotten a supercomputer to train.
And is that in that new building off to the side?
That's in Memphis, actually.
It's in Memphis?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's where you were?
Yeah.
I see.
Memphis, the capital of ancient Egypt.
Right. Yeah, you're bringing what?
Perhaps that's where our new God will come from.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, I wish that was funny. Yeah, okay, so I want to talk to you about alignment.
I wish that was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Elon reposted this. It says, the long-term aspiration for Neuralink would be to achieve a symbiosis and a democratization of artificial intelligence. He said that AI is summoning the demon, yet he wants to merge AI with human beings.
He calls it dark MAGA.
As you can see, I'm not just MAGA.
My sole and exclusive mission is to go to work for our country, to go to work for you. It's time to deliver a victory for the American people. We don't win anymore, but we are going to start winning again.
I'm not just MAGA. I'm Gothic MAGA.
Mountain to mountain, from ocean to ocean, hear these words. You will never be ignored again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Hope you have seen the video. Hope you are blessed. And hope you are ready to be careful with what you use. With all this AI, whatever we think we are using that is helping us. Yes, they are fast, but they are not going to help us. They are the portal the enemy wants to use to rule over. Like I said, the devil is not waiting for the trumpet again. They are already here. They are not waiting for the end to come. They are here. They are here. And we Christians, we need to wake up. We need to wake up. The beast is among us. It's not going to show up as, the scary beast that we think is going to be. Is a person. So be careful with your AI.